Hey everybody, Tony here with Nothing But Car Reviews, and today we're taking a look at a high mileage pre-owned 2011 Toyota Sienna XLE. So let's get right into it. So this paint color is going to be the Salsa Red Pearl, and the interior on this Sienna is going to be the ash leather. And our powertrain is going to be a 3.5 liter naturally aspirated V6 engine, made it with a 6-speed automatic transmission. Let's take a quick look at our back end here. And for 2011, a really sleek look for this van. And you can even see that with how they do the newer Siennas. They just look so futuristic, always ahead of their time. But there we have our cargo space. And if you want to fold the seats, all you have to do is pull up and then push it down. And then you can just pull it back up, lock it back into place. And they're very adjustable, so you can actually lean them forward or back depending on how the third row passengers want to be seated. And then we have our power lift gate there. See if I can gas cap. There's a gas cap there. And we have heated mirrors. And then we have our 17-inch aluminum wheels down here. And as we go around to the front here, we have halogen headlamps along with halogen fog lights. And for a minivan, not bad looking. We have a little fog here on the headlights that can be fixed. But I really like how the grille and everything is kind of held up, even with all the front end damage from rock chips and all of that. Still in pretty decent shape. But let me go ahead and pop this hood. And there's that 3.5 liter naturally aspirated V6. Ooh, that was a slam there. But next we're gonna go ahead and take a look from the driver's seat. So not bad space at all sitting in the driver's seat. I can still kind of fit my legs underneath the steering wheel. Have about half an inch to an inch of headroom here, and the seat bottom itself, just enough room to hold my bottom in place without leaning to one side or the other. So that's good news there. Over here, the driver's side door panel, we have all auto up and down windows there, power. And then we have our power door locks here. We can lock the windows here. And then over here, we have our mirror control. So we have left, right, and then we can power turn all of those. And then I like this function here. You can actually push this down and then pull it back, and that activates the third row windows, and they kind of just vent a little bit on either side. So really cool there. And then just go to the door panel there. Lots of map storage, a cup holder here, and then a little tray in here. But for the steering wheel, feels really nice, looks really great, the leather wrapped here. And then we have our volume controls. We can toggle between our modes. So if we have AM, FM, and then XM or Bluetooth audio, we can toggle between those. And then we have our radio station favorites or track list controls here. And then to the right side over here, we have our voice recognition, and then we have our Bluetooth controls here. And finally down in here, we have our cruise control. So we can toggle that there and then set the speed and all of that. But next, let's go ahead and take a look from the passenger side. So from the driver's seat here, I have about an 8-way power seat with power lumbar support. And then we have a manual seat down here for the front passenger. But I really like how they incorporated these armrests here, and they still seem to be in perfect working condition, no squeaking or anything like that. And then for our glove compartment here, we even still have our owner's manuals in this vehicle. And keep in mind, this has 181,318 miles. But the only issue I was able to find is just this right here. I don't know what's out on that, but it won't stay up. and then you have to lift it up when you open it, but probably an easy fix. Other than that, everything is working perfectly. So let's go ahead and dive right into this radio here. So we have AM, FM, XM radio, and we even have an aux input with Bluetooth audio, and then a CD player as well. And I like all the knobs and everything. These are really easy to use in your 07 to 12, 13 model Toyotas. I had this kind of setup here. I had it in my Tundra. I really like how you can just toggle your Bluetooth on, toggle the aux, all of that. But up here we have it shows when our doors are open or closed, what the temperature is outside, the time, and then of course we have our backup camera there. And then down here to the shifter, this is faded just a little bit up here, but we just pull down, reverse, neutral, drive, and then we can go over here to shift manually from the shifter itself for all 6 of those speeds. And then over here we have our automatic climate controls, so we can sync that over here, and then we can adjust the temperature manually for the passengers, and then we can even adjust the rear temp here. So you have triple zone climate controls, which is really nice to have. Down here we have our controls that actually toggle what's shown on the screen up above where the backup camera was, so we can toggle those settings and all of that. And then we have cup holders here, and then down here we have our heated seat controls, which actually still work perfectly. I tested them out earlier. So we have that for the driver and front passenger, and we can mess with the actual heat output. And then we have a 120 plug in there. And we actually have one more down there, and then a USB and aux input there. And then just a little casual storage in that pocket there. Over here, 2 cup holders, additional center console cubby storage here, huge, really like that. Let's go up here. So from over here we can actually open our doors. If you could hear that, that was the second row passenger side. We can open and shut those power sliding doors. We can open and close our power lift gate here, and then we also have a one-touch tilter sliding power sunroof, and we can do that one-touch open and close as well. So a lot of cool features on this Sienna. But before we go ahead and take this test drive, we're just going to go ahead and check out the rear seat room. So from the second row here, tons of space, surprisingly. Have about an inch of headroom, and these seats actually feel fatter than the ones up front in terms of holding myself in here. That's really impressive. And just look at this legroom here. Awesome, really awesome. And then I can even slide my feet underneath the seat in front of me, and that's just for someone who's 6'3". So just really, really awesome room in here. And if we can get a quick look up here, we have our rear AC controls here, and we can set the auto mode there, adjust the temperature, adjust where it's going, feet, or these top vents up here, and then we can just cut that off using that button right there. But also, these power sliding doors, so easy to use. There's a button right down there, and then we even have a sunshade. So for this XLE trim level, a lot of amenities that I didn't know that I wanted. So I'm really impressed by that. And then we can also even slide this second row forward and back, and look how much room I can make. And I can also even go back here to the third row and wow, just tons of space here, and even a shade here. So I actually kind of want to buy this van right now. I'm very impressed by it. Very impressed. Let's go ahead and check out what's in this back console here. We can fold those down for cup holders, a little storage in there, and then we also have 2 cup holders, storage here. And then even in the third row, cup holders back there, and I think there might be even a little storage back there as well. So really, really impressive. But next, I'm interested to see how this van drives, so let's go ahead and take it on the road for a quick test drive.